You know, people not going to give you credit until they sit down and look at it and just be like, man, that dude was good.
After the biggest victory and the fattest payday of his entire career against Canelo Alvarez, most fighters would disappear into celebration mode for a year, buy the yachts, pick up the mansions, and relax on a beach like they earned the world. But Terence Crawford isn't like most fighters. At 38, an age where legends usually slow down or cash easy checks, Bud is already hunting again. And the target he's chosen has the boxing world shaking its head in disbelief. He's not chasing another meganame for a blockbuster payday. No, he's aiming straight at a 160-pound assassin many believe is more technically gifted than Canelo ever was. And it all began with one moment, a so-called slip-up that nobody in the sport truly bought as accidental. Now,
Terence Crawford, if you don't know, he's at the WBO convention out there at Bogota, Colombia.
I'm here in Bogota, Colombia, celebrating the WBO's 38-year convention.
You know what? Put a pin in that. The WBO convention. Who's the middleweight WBO champion? Janibek. Let me just stop you guys from even thinking about it. Janibek is the unified WBO and IBF champion. Now, Terence Crawford is at the damn convention.
Just weeks after dismantling Canelo, Terence Crawford found himself in Bogota, Colombia for the 2025 WBO convention. He was casually posting to Instagram, recording the event like any superstar soaking in the spotlight. His camera slowly swept across a massive digital display, highlighting the WBO champions. First came his own face, glowing with his newly crowned undisputed super middleweight glory. But then, for a split second, the screen switched. There appeared the WBO and IBF middleweight destroyer, Janibek Alimkhanuly. And in that instant, Crawford yanked the camera away, like he'd just revealed something the world wasn't meant to see yet.
Y'all done slipped up, bull jiving, and leaked some shit. Bull jiving. Listen, I was born at night, not last night. And for Terence Crawford, for you to film that by accident, just try to show your face, and then Janibek show you try to turn quick, brother, you blew it. Link.
The clip was strange. The cutaway so fast it almost felt like a punchline. And instantly, the internet went wild. Analysts, fans, everyone asked the same question. Did Bud just leak his next target? It was too clean, too precise, too perfectly accidental to be real. If that moment was the bait, then what came next was the knockout. Hours later, a new video emerged, and this time there was no pretending. Crawford stood with his fist raised, eyes locked into the camera like a man who had already chosen his next victim. No hints, no games, just pure intent as a voice beside him rang out, firing the shot that told the world exactly where he's aiming next. Hey, Janibek, we're here next, looking for you. Looking for December 6th. How? You're going to do it. Then Bud steps forward, locking eyes with the camera like he's staring straight through the screen and into the entire boxing world. His voice is calm, steady, almost cold as he leans in and delivers the line that turns rumor into reality. The moment that confirms every suspicion and sends shockwaves across the sport. He isn't hinting. He isn't hyping. He's declaring war.
Listen, Terence Bud Crawford accidentally leaked him versus Janibek. Now, we all know that Janibek has a fight coming up, I think in December against Lara. That's a hard fight. And that is going to be for unification because Lara is a WBA champion. So you got the WBO title, IBF title, and the WBA title all on the damn line. I'm pretty sure Terence Bud Crawford, with this leak, is looking forward to fighting the winner. And I think the WBO is leaning towards Janibek because that's their champion. It all makes sense to me. I think I got Lara winning that fight. But if he doesn't, I get it. Janibek, he's a tough cookie, undefeated, right? The Southpaw. I think they both Southpaws. Well, listen, correct me if I'm wrong. But Terence Bud Crawford in line to fight them. You know he fights once a year, all right? So he's going to let them hash it out in December, and he's going to go ahead and fight 2026. It's leaked. It's leaked.
It was a direct, public challenge. No whispers, no hints, just a shot fired in broad daylight. And in today's era of boxing, where silence is a strategy and responses are calculated weeks in advance, Janibek didn't hesitate for a second. The middleweight menace, known for letting his fists do the talking, simply reposted the leaked clip with 2 words that felt more like a threat than a response. No problem. Then, when the full call-out video hit the internet, he doubled down, sharing it again, this time with a casual emoji and a cold, almost dismissive "thank you, bro." In that moment, the fantasy matchup stopped being fan talk. The fuse wasn't just lit, it was burning fast.
Boxing Doctor News, hold up, boxing fans. The middleweight division just got spicy. Janibek Alimkhanuly, the IBF and WBO champ, is calling out Terence Crawford. Yeah, you heard that right. Crawford's fresh off his win against Canelo, but Janibek's not impressed. He's ready to rumble if Crawford drops to 160. But here's the tea. Experts are saying this might be Crawford's toughest fight yet. Janibek's young, he's hungry, and he hits like a truck. Crawford's got options, but they're all risky.
So who is this man who just drew the attention of the pound-for-pound king? To casual fans, the name Janibek Alimkhanuly might not ring a bell. He's not a pay-per-view juggernaut. He's not plastered on billboards like Canelo or Errol Spence. But to the true hardcore boxing world, Janibek, the man they call Kazakh style, is something far more dangerous. He's the kind of fighter champions quietly avoid. A technician with knockout power, a nightmare in the ring, and one of the most feared, most avoided talents in the entire sport.
I love me some Crawford, man. Y'all already know what time it is. But hey, I gotta call a spade a damn spade. Janibek ain't nothing to mess with. He cold. Yeah, Southpaw, you don't know much about him. That's fine. You ain't gotta know much about him. But I'm here to tell you. Speed, power, size, your IQ, defense, offense. Dude is cold, man. Footwork, angles, shoot, power in both hands. He a killer. That's what he is. He a damn killer, man, you know? So, I mean, look, if Crawford can go down and face that dude, bro, man, whoo, Crawford's legacy. Now, it might not be no marquee name and a name that the whole world will know, but everybody will be tuning in just to see Terence Crawford's greatness because he's a mega star now. He's the star now, right?
He's an undefeated Kazakh southpaw, a cold-blooded destroyer with a flawless 17-0 record and 12 knockouts to his name. The unified WBO and IBF middleweight champion. And he doesn't just beat opponents. He dissects them, breaks them down, and leaves them in pieces. In boxing circles, on hardcore forums, and among experts, they describe him with one word: a banger. A fighter so dangerous that even the elite whisper his name instead of shouting it.
Terence Bud Crawford is going for 4-time undisputed. That is diabolical. That is unheard. 3-time undisputed is ridiculous, okay, for the men. But 4-time undisputed is just damn unheard of. The closest thing to that, and I'm talking about 4-time undisputed in 4 different weight classes. The closest thing to that would have to be, I would think, Manny Pacquiao being lineal champion in 5 divisions. And lineal and undisputed is kind of the same thing. I mean, as far as undisputed is collected, lineal is the man who beat the man who beat the man. Many times, if you're undisputed, you beat the man, right? So, okay, how about this? Terence Crawford beating Canelo Alvarez, he beat the lineal champion who happens to be undisputed. The difference is when you collect all the titles. Right, like he did at 140. When you're collecting the titles, that's a bit different because now you're not just fighting the lineal champion, but you're fighting the top guys. Terence Bud Crawford doing that is honestly more diabolical than even Manny Pacquiao.
And make no mistake, Janibek isn't blinking. He's undefeated, he's a champion, and he believes he's the one in control here. He basically told Crawford to get in line, saying he'll beat Lara and Adams, collect all 4 belts, and then Bud can take his time and prepare to face him. This isn't a cash grab call-out. It isn't a tune-up. It's a raw, dangerous, high-risk hunt, and it left the boxing world stunned, asking why on earth Crawford would chase a silent killer most casual fans don't even know. But this is where the plan clicks into focus. This isn't randomness. This is 4D chess. The aha moment where Bud's true ambition becomes crystal clear. Why would the undisputed king at 168 target a 160-pound monster? The answer ties back to one date, December 6th. That night, Janibek Alimkhanuly faces WBA champ Erislandy Lara in a massive unification clash. And whoever wins walks away with 3 middleweight belts, the WBA, WBO, and IBF. The door to Undisputed swings open, and Bud is already standing in the frame.
Skip 160 to go 168, meaning that this guy I think he beats the winner between Lara and Janibek. And the next champion, the WBC champion, is Carlos Adames. And I think the toughest bout for Bud Crawford would be the winner between Lara and Janibek. He fights Carlos Adames. To me, I think that's an easier, no disrespect to Carlos Adames, but I think that's an easier win for.
Crawford's scheme is out in the open now. He's sitting back, letting Janibek and Lara go to war, letting them batter each other for supremacy. And the moment one of them emerges holding 3 middleweight belts, Bud will strike. He'll swoop in, challenge the winner, and try to snatch all 3 titles in one single historic night. And after that, only one belt would remain, the WBC strap held by Carlos Adams. This isn't about collecting shiny trophies. It's not about headlines or bragging rights. Crawford is chasing something far bigger, something no fighter, man or woman, has ever achieved in the 4-belt era. His mission is to become the first boxer in history to go undisputed in 4 different weight divisions. He isn't chasing money. He isn't chasing clout. He's hunting immortality.